The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus is a very popular Android phone with some impressive camera specifications to go with it, but the OnePlus 6 at slightly cheaper than that also offers a compelling camera package, so we're putting them up against each other to decide which phone takes the better pictures. Starting with daytime shots, the first one is pretty identical. The S9 Plus captures the punchier colors and slightly more detail in the background buildings, but that's about it. In this next one, I feel like the OnePlus 6's picture has a cooler accent to it compared to the S9 Plus's. The detail is a bit sharper on the S9 Plus, and maybe the OnePlus 6 just feels a bit over sharpened. Next up is a more macro shot. Neither phone is doing too bad. The S9 Plus gets the colors accurate, whereas the OnePlus 6 is definitely over sharpening. Towards the top though, the OnePlus 6 manages to keep more details intact compared to the S9 Plus. To test 2x zoom, I thought this picture would be cool. Originally, the S9 Plus gets the colors way more accurate than the OnePlus 6, and at 2x zoom, the detailing on the OnePlus 6 is slightly better. But here too, the S9 Plus has the better colors, with the OnePlus 6's colors being quite a bit off from reality. Now onto portraits, neither phone really does a good job, to be honest. Much of the S9 Plus's background seems blown out, whereas the OnePlus 6 just takes a very hazy and faded picture. Detail-wise, the S9 Plus is superior, but the OnePlus 6 has the advantage with its wider field of view. Moving indoors, both the phones are really hard to differentiate. The OnePlus 6 may have slightly more detail, seen from the marble flooring, but that is about it. In this next one, I think the OnePlus 6 deals with the situation better. The green of the plants is more visible compared to the S9 Plus's image, but in the foreground, the S9 Plus has better detail to it. This could be a case of where the phones are focused, but mind you, all these photos in this comparison have been taken using the autofocus mode on both the phones. Now, using portrait mode indoors, the difference in the field of view remains, but the S9 Plus gets the color right again. In terms of edge detection using portrait mode, I think both phones are doing well. At night, the OnePlus 6 gives the S9 Plus a very good competition. This picture is better on the OnePlus 6 because of the detail on the left side as well as on the yellow board. For the most part too, the OnePlus 6 image has good detail in the shadows, which the S9 Plus misses out, especially in the background. Here though, the S9 Plus looks to be doing better. The writing on the box to the right is more visible, but at the same time the exposure on the S9 Plus's picture is a lot more compared to the OnePlus 6's. I do think it's hard to tell both the pictures apart, but if I was to choose one here, I'd give it to the S9 Plus. Next up in this case, the colors on the OnePlus 6 are more accurate. Finer details too are more visible on the OnePlus 6, such as those in the background, but if you're looking at the detailing on the horse, the S9 Plus is definitely better. Lastly, I took this picture to assess the noise levels in each of these shots. The OnePlus 6 shows more noise but does a very good job at controlling the light levels. The S9 Plus on the other hand retains more detail between the shrubs and trees, but the control and exposure of light could be better. Over to selfies, the S9 Plus has the edge over background attention, but the colors and detail on the OnePlus 6 are much better. With portrait mode enabled, the S9 does slightly better than before, but I still think the OnePlus 6 outperforms it. When taking indoor selfies, again, the OnePlus 6 has better detail, with the S9 Plus now with a blurrier selfie, and with portrait mode turned on, the OnePlus 6 selfie is better than the S9 Plus's. At night, neither selfie, to be honest, is good. The S9 Plus does a better job at noise control, but the OnePlus 6's photo is just overall better. With portrait mode, once again, the OnePlus 6 is better, this time controlling noise better too. To end this comparison, I do want to talk about video performance on both these phones. The S9 Plus is better at capturing detail between the shadows, but because it tends to overexpose video a bit more than required and definitely more than the OnePlus 6. Stability wise, I think both phones are on par and neither is really doing a significantly better job or worse job over the other, but when closing in on objects, the focus on the S9 Plus performs better than the OnePlus 6. And that's really it. Let us know what you think about the results down in the comments, and make sure you check out our previous videos if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.